CC, the manual, is using social media to exploit your talents. None other than Miguel and myself.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
I'm going to explain you what social media is and how can you use it to exploit your talents. First of all, what is social media? I'm going to tell you a story through which you will understand this. Let's imagine for a second that there is a city called Miguelville. In Miguelville, everybody loves ice cream. There is a big factory which produces the best ice cream in the country, and it's located in Miguelville. Well, all of a sudden, one day somebody invented a machine. With this machine, now they could create their own ice cream at home for just a few dollars. Well, people in Miguelville loved the idea. They bought several of those machines, and they started producing their own ice creams and creating their own flavors. Of course, they started to commercialize their own product. Well, the effect was that a lot of people from outside started to come just for the ice cream. But there was a problem. There were too many flavors, and they didn't know how to choose. They didn't know which one was the best flavor. They didn't know which one was the most disliked. So, a neighbor came up with an idea. He put up a board outside his house where you could rate the product, you could leave a comment, and you could describe the flavor of the ice cream. Everyone embraced this idea, copied it, and a few days later, there were boards all across the city and outside of every house. Well, customers loved this. They started to rate it, they left their comments, and potential customers now could see whether this ice cream was what they were looking for, whether it was popular among the community, and this even made a difference for the city, and the visitors started to grow, the number of visitors started to grow. Well, how is social media similar to Miguelville? Well, social media are a tool of websites where you can upload your information, your creation, and you can share it with the community. This community can leave you feedback, can rate your product, your creation, and you can find communities with similar interests. Now, let's see, for example, you can upload videos. There are several websites to do this. One of the most popular ones is YouTube. In order to upload a video to YouTube, you don't have to pay a single dollar. Once you upload a video, you can edit it, and the viewers, they are given the option to rate your video, leave a comment, and they can also contact you privately. Well, the video can be seen all across the world, and if it's a video that is liked by the community, you can become a star in a matter of days. For example, there was this young boy in Mexico who went hiking with his cousins. They took a camera. Well, after his cousins crossed the bridge, which was made out of a fallen tree, while Edgar was crossing the tree, one of his cousins started to film him. The other one started to shake this tree. And after a few seconds, Edgar was under the river all wet. Everything was on tape, and once his cousins uploaded the video to the internet, Edgar became a sensation. TV stations were contacting him. Commercial agencies were offering good deals to Edgar. And nowadays, if you ask any teenager in Mexico or Latin America who Edgar from YouTube is, they will certainly know and describe you the video. Well, what can we learn from this? That a single person with a good video can reach reach out millions of people. The video currently has about 17 million views, and that's only the original one. There are many copies. Now, you can also share your articles, your writings. You can create a blog for free where you upload your articles, and you have the option to allow anyone who enters the site to leave you a comment. Well, this gives you first the option to improve your writing techniques by being contacted by other writers. You get to know people with the same interests, and you can, again, reach out a bigger audience, which was impossible to conceive just a few years ago. For example, there's a young woman in Cuba called Yoeli Sanchez, who writes about her daily life in Cuba. In her article, she includes how Cubans are denied several services that for us might sound like something normal. And imagine this, someone from Cuba telling her story live. Just a few years, this was impossible. She has been nominated for several awards and has won many. So, in conclusion, social media is the best way to promote yourself and your talents. It is the best way to reach out audiences, and is the best way to obtain feedback. And especially, it is the best way to find a community with similar interests. Thank you very much.